few strange trades happened in the NFL. One being Mac Daddy, Mac Jones, going to the Jaguars, really random trade. And another one being Kenny Pickett, which was a huge surprise and a very weird landing spot with the Philadelphia Eagles. First, Mac Jones was traded to the Jaguars for a 6th round draft pick. All things considered, that's pretty good value for the Patriots considering how Mac Daddy played last year. He was god-awful, mainly due to his confidence being shot. Mac Jones has definitely had an interesting career so far. Obviously, when he first got drafted, he was a meme right away with his draft walk to the center stage. Hilarious moment. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but if you don't, go back and watch that. Just a funny moment to enter the NFL. But in regards to his play, his first year, he was a pretty solid quarterback. And that was the first year that Brady left. And as his successor, it was a pretty respectable season. He went 352 for 521, 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 13 picks. So not bad at all. Like, those are starter numbers. He wasn't god-awful. But his second year, I really think he got screwed over pretty bad. That's the interesting thing about Mac Jones. I think he got a really bad beat with the Patriots because in his second year, sophomore year, again, he doesn't have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of experience. His OC, Josh McDaniels, leaves, and Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, takes over for the first time in his career as the offensive play caller. So I think any quarterback in the NFL that has a defensive coordinator calling offensive plays at the NFL level for the first time in his life is just a recipe for complete failure. I just don't understand that move at all. I don't know how Bill Belichick approved of that. I know they're tight, Matt Patricia and Bill, but I know life's not fair and ball's not fair, but like that was just not right at all. Has that ever happened in the history of the NFL before? I'd say most likely, probably not. Not only that, but Joe Judge, the former head coach for the Giants and longtime special team coordinator for the Patriots, took over as the quarterback coach. So again, it's the same thing with Patricia. You have a special teams coordinator who has done it most of his professional life. All of a sudden is in charge of the QB room. Mac Jones' 2 supervisors or bosses that year are guys who have no idea what a professional offense looks like or how it's ran. I don't know what the hell Bill was thinking. Again, that just wasn't right. That's why I think Mac Jones got a really bad beat with the Patriots. And obviously that second year, his play dipped tremendously. Not his fault, man. It just wasn't his fault. And that's the thing, too. Like, rookies, young guys coming into the league, especially quarterbacks, their confidence can be very fragile. And it cracked that second year, and that carried over to the third year. And he just wasn't efficient at all, and just a really short leash. And that was it for Mac Jones with the Patriots. Started off respectable, and then he kind of got screwed over big time. Regardless, moving forward for Mac Jones, he grew up in Jacksonville. The picture of him in the Blake Bortles jersey has kind of gone viral, so that's kind of funny and good for him. He's back home. I think he's in a good position too. Doug Peterson is the head coach for now, obviously offensive-minded guy. The Jaguars obviously weren't cool with CJ Beathard's play last year when Trevor Lawrence was out, and I think Mac Jones could be a solid backup if Trevor Lawrence goes down. Honestly, on a side note, the Jaguars, man, they really disappointed me last year. I really thought they were going to go deep in the playoffs, especially how it went 2 seasons ago with them almost beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and then to not even make the playoffs this year and just to look pretty awful at the second part of the season. But we'll see if Mac Jones gets a shot to play. I'm sure he will at some point, and looking forward to it, man. A lot of people might not be the biggest Mac Jones fans with his dirty play, and yeah, it's weird. He's definitely had some weird behavior on the field with him twisting people's ankles and him being dirty, and I forget what else he did, but yeah, that was definitely scummy behavior, but I don't know. For some reason, I still kind of like the guy. Call me crazy. Maybe I am, but let's see what he does. Now we got Kenny Pickett. The Pittsburgh Steelers received a third-round pick, two 2025 7th-round picks, a 2024 4th-round pick. So that's quite a lot for Kenny Pickett, and that's a big investment for the backup quarterback position for the Eagles. So I don't know. This is just a really strange trade because the Steelers, everyone on the Steelers were being really political about it, saying we believe in Kenny Pickett. He's not going anywhere. He's our guy. And then there you go. He gets traded for that. Honestly, that's a decent haul for Kenny Pickett. Like 4 draft picks for Kenny Pickett. That's not bad. So I don't know. Maybe they weren't intentionally trying to trade him, and then they just received that package and they got the deal done. But that's the thing about the NFL, man. It really doesn't matter what anybody says. Like, it's a business. If the right price is there, if the price is right, goodbye. Pack your bags, and it doesn't matter what we've said in the past. Loyalty doesn't matter. Friendships don't matter. Relationships don't matter. If the price is right, see ya. The Eagles had Marcus Mariota as a backup last year, so I think this is an upgrade because Marcus obviously has a lot more tread on the tires, and I don't think he has anything left, really. I think Kenny Pickett could be a respectable backup, perhaps. Kenny Pickett, man, I know, like, not really a lot of people mess with him, and I totally get that. I totally do. I just think the sample size isn't big enough. I know last year was atrocious. His time with the Steelers, he went 14-10 in 24 starts, completed 62.6% of his passes, 4,400 yards with 13 touchdowns and 13 picks. That's the thing about Kenny Pickett, man. He does not throw a lot of touchdowns, and I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt, even though the Steelers did have a lot of weapons on their offense last year. I don't know. I just think we need more of a sample size, like maybe 1 more year or like 8 or 6 more games of Kenny Pickett. I wouldn't rule him out as a complete trash quarterback yet, but I think being the backup right now is really suitable for him because obviously last year just wasn't up to snuff at all. So he's going to a good spot in Philly, man. Like, the Eagles are completely loaded, trying to get back to the bowl and win it. So good for Kenny Pickett, good for the Steelers. Obviously, they just added 2 quarterbacks. Which will be a very fascinating and interesting situation in the upcoming months. Real reality TV right there, but who knows, maybe Kenny Pickett will get some playing time. Jalen Hurts has had some injuries the past couple of years, so don't be surprised if he gets a start or 2. I'd be curious to check him out, but good for Kenny Pickett, good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I said, quite a compensation for Pickett, honestly. Pretty good deal, honestly. Pretty good deal. In conclusion, 2 very, very strange, borderline random trades for the backup quarterback position for these 2 teams. Just kind of bizarre, honestly. Just really, really bizarre, but I don't mind it because it's been a really entertaining offseason. Let me know what y'all think about these trades. Do you think they're good? Do you think they're weird? Let me know. That's all I got for right now. Peace.